So our first stop was the playground, and Chaya has done this slide now for the first time. And as he was going down, as you can see, there was a little girl coming up, but no problem. He made it through, and he was so excited to finish it. He just wanted to go again, but at first he needed his mother's moral support, hold her hand, have her pick him up. But he pointed exactly where he wants to go, which was up the slide. He likes going up the slide rather than up the stairs. Sometimes he needs a little help because it's slippery, of course. And he still bear crawls upstairs because they're big enough, and it just makes more sense to use your hands as well. And each time you can see he gets a little more confident and just goes. He goes straight for it. It doesn't matter if there are kids in his way or what. He's just ready to go. He does stop for a second sometimes and then just scoots his little butt down. As you can see, he flies down. And there you can see him around that second turnpike, and he goes all the way to the bottom. But this time, he goes. He knows exactly where he wants to go, and he knows exactly how to do it. So he comes up again. He did this cycle about 10, 11, 12 times before we finally were able to drag him out and bring him to the next destination. But he definitely thoroughly enjoyed this whole excursion. And he didn't really notice me that many times, but he does stop and look back a couple times, so I follow him to try to get up and close on this final ride down. And there he goes. He's confident going down, spinning around, blasting through other children, which he did a couple times, knocked someone over. He did bust his lip at one point. And then we went to the zoo to camp at night, which was an amazing experience. You would never even think of it, really. I don't know, maybe, but we did a night walk. I mean, there are animals that are nocturnal, some of the cats and then birds, and there were like turtles sleeping under this red light that kept them warm. So it was a really nice experience. And then, of course, there is a panda. Not that many zoos have pandas. Every panda in the world is owned by China. They just let you borrow it, basically. And this is all part of the camping promotion. It actually normally costs extra to see the panda. And they're playful little critters. Now, there is a sad story here. There was this is the mom, and then there was a dad and a baby, but they ended up taking the baby away back to China, and the dad died. So now she's all alone right here. It's quite sad. I hope she gets a companion. But she did seem to say hello to us. And here's another panda, but that's not a real panda. And that man dressed in Santa in the back was actually the manager of the zoo. He enjoyed just giving toys to the children. These, of course, are some lions, which Chaya does recognize as being cats. And then the orangutan is out. Last time we were here, we couldn't find the orangutan. This is a pretty big area for it to play. And today it was up at the front. So, again, he doesn't look incredibly happy, but these are hippos, hungry hippos, if you will. And we're feeding them chopped up pumpkin. It was only 10 baht, like 30 cents to get a bucket of these to feed the hippos. Of course, if no one bought them, they'd still have to feed the hippos, so it's good for everyone. It's always fun to feed animals, especially at zoos. You're not supposed to feed the animals so many times.
What are those, Chaya?
And
what are those?
Turtles. Turtles are cute, and Chaya likes them because he can get close to them, closer than a lot of the other animals, and he wants to play with them.
Chaya, what is it?
And they had a little bundle of pakbun, which is morning glory, a popular vegetable in Thailand. Actually, people food, really, but turtles like it too, and he just kept trying to stuff it in their face. Of course, they weren't eating it up quite like the hungry hippos, but he still kept enjoying grabbing the entire bundle and trying to give it to them. Then we have these birds, some parrots, but he's more interested in the leaves. He likes twisting them. He always sees me twisting them in the garden. I like twisting them around each other or on the fence. So he's picked up a similar habit, and he likes to twist the branches of plants and leaves. And now we're getting ready here for a really exciting event. Some animals, some people in animal costumes that are going to come and dance. I think he was a little intimidated to dance when they came here, but leading up to that, he was just running around having fun, telling people to watch where they're going, but ultimately just making his rounds and stopping to try to pick up on chicks and just keep doing this cycle until the big event, which he might not even know is coming. You can hear them announcing it in the background, letting them know they're allowed to go and play and dance and take pictures with these characters that are coming. Just wait for them. For now, Chaya's just running up and down all around and enjoying the open space. I like places with open spaces because he likes to run, and you can kind of just watch him. He is quick, so you can't let him run too far ahead of you, but give him a lot of space. ก็สามารถมาดูความน่ารักของมัสคอตได้ที่จุดร้านกิจกรรมเชียงใหม่ซูฟันปาร์คแห่งนี้นะครับใครอยากถ่ายรูปใครอยากเข้าไปเล่นเข้าไปก่อนนะครับพี่แพนด้าแดงพี่จระเข้พี่เต่านะฮะพี่ลิงนะครับพี่เสือก็มานะครับวันนี้นะครับอย่างเยอะแยะมากมายเลยเดียวใครอยากถ่ายรูปอยากกอดอยากเล่นเชิญได้เลยนะครับเข้าไปทักทายได้นะครับโชว์ลีลาน่ารักให้ทุกท่านได้ชมกันนะครับโอเคครับตั้งแถวเรียบร้อยแล้วครับดนตรีมาเลยเด็กๆน้องๆหนูๆนะฮะใครอยากเต้นไปเต้น And although he enjoyed the dancing animals, sometimes he just likes to enjoy running around on his own, playing with dirt, playing with bugs, looking at whatever is near him, picking the bark off a tree, all of these things. And then he notices these weird symbols, letters and numbers, and he knows that his mother can read them. So he runs. He runs and gets his mother, grabs her by the hand, pulls her over, and asks her to read them for him. And after the zoo, we went to the mall because they had this special event where you could ride the train. Huh? You're on a train? Are you on a train, Chaya? Are you on a train? Huh? Are you on a train? Uh-oh. Are you on a train? Are you on a train? Are you driving on a train? What? What did you say, young man? Did you say pa? Wow, okay. Wow. 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 Oh. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Go, 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 go.
And though he does seem to be right-handed, he is able to switch it up quite well. So we're not certain if he's ambidextrous or right-handed or left-handed. And then we went to this play center with lots of toys, padded floors and slides and other children. And he drives on over to her. She puts something in his truck and he dumps it out, which is what dump trucks do, or tractors in this case. He loves tractors and trucks and wheelbarrows. He sees me wheelbarrowing rocks, and he sees all the YouTube videos on tractors and excavators and cement mixers. He loves all of them, so he knows how to operate them. He knows what they're supposed to do. Again, this girl tries to get by him. It seems like they're kind of interacting. They're kind of playing together, but he doesn't really know how to play with other children because he doesn't really get that many opportunities to play with other children. But every time he does get the chance, it does seem like he gets a little more comfortable. So it's nice to see. It's nice to watch him somewhat playing with other children. Again, until he can really talk and communicate, I think it's difficult because he wants to do things his way, and his favorite thing is to fill stuff up and dump it out. So he found this shopping cart, and then on the ground all of these plastic items, these toys that look like real things he's familiar with, food, fruits and vegetables, and he grabs them. And he's really good at grabbing things. You can see sometimes he grabs more than one item with one hand. He sees me doing this. We have that little tent area with all those balls at our house, but they always come out because the door is broken and they get all over the place. I'm always grabbing them and putting them back in, and he sees me grab them using one hand. I can grab several balls, but he likes doing that too. He likes, which is good, of course, because he's learning how to collect his toys. He is actually decent at collecting his toys and putting them in the box, but he always wants to dump them out one more time. And using this tractor or maybe a backhoe, I'm learning more words for the types of industrial trucks like these that I didn't actually know. But there it is, the big dump. He loves doing that.